Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of ETV News. I'm Brianna Rotanto.
And I'm Zach Burnett.
A man wanted in Virginia has been caught in Willimantic. Police say 31-year-old Chad Brickley was arrested around 10 o'clock Thursday night. They say he was wanted in Virginia on charges of malicious wounding, breaking and entering, and grand larceny. The Fredericksburg, Virginia man is being held as a fugitive of justice on $250,000 bond. He is scheduled to appear in Danielson Superior Court on Friday.
2 people have been charged after police say they overdosed Thursday night, while a 5-year-old child, state police state 23-year-old Maya Allman Lawson and Elijah Collins admitted to smoking marijuana at a home in Killingly. Police think the marijuana was likely tainted. The police who live in the apartment say they left for 20 minutes. They say they found the 2 unconscious after breathing erratically when they came back. Both the Plainfield man and Willimantic woman are charged with the risk of injury to a minor. They each were held on a $2,500 bond. The Department of Children and Families has been notified about the incident.
U.S. Senator dies John Glenn. An astronaut and former U.S. Senator has passed away at the age of 95. Glenn, who has been declining in health, was reported to be at the James Center Hospital at Ohio State University yesterday. Glenn had surgery at the Cleveland Clinic in 2014 to replace a heart valve and suffered a stroke. Glenn was born in 1921 and was the first American astronaut to orbit the Earth. He was one of the Mercury 7, the first group of astronauts picked by NASA. He was then elected to the U.S. Senate from Ohio in 1974, a Democrat who served for 25 years. John Glenn will be deeply missed by many friends, family, and colleagues.
ETV reporter Andrew Fitzgerald took to the Student Center to hear students' plans for the winter break. Let's see what they had to say.
Hi Eastern, I'm Andrew Fitzgerald here in the Student Center reporting for ETV News, and I'm going to be asking students what they're doing over winter break. Let's go check it out.
Over winter break, I'm just going back home working at a local grocery store, trying to just hang out with my friends. Probably look for a summer job and look for jobs here on campus, and also attend some of my brother's basketball games over at my old high school.
I guess over a winter break, I'm going to go to Vermont and go skiing for a week, and that's about it. And maybe enjoy the weather if it snows.
What I'm going to be doing over winter break is working in D.C. with Senator Chris Murphy, so not a whole lot of vacation, but it should be interesting.
I'm applying to grad schools over winter break.
Hang out with family, eat, sleep, relax, get ready for next semester.
I'm going to California over winter break to visit my aunt. She lives in Placerville.
Over winter break, I'll be going home to Miami to visit my mom and my sisters.
So I'm getting started on my honors thesis. I'm really looking forward to getting that going. I'm doing a report on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that I think is going to be really interesting, and I'm going to be getting ready to go to Israel in the spring, so just kind of getting the logistics of that in order.
I hope Eastern students have a fun and safe winter break, and we'll see them next year. That's all from Student Center. I'm Andrew Fitzgerald, reporting for ETV News.
Thanks so much, Andrew. We hope everyone has a very safe and warm holiday break.
We're going to take another quick break, but we'll be right back with Jenfrey Florentino in his editorial on the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Hey Gabby, how you doing? How was the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming. We're going biking. Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi babe, how was school today?
Hi Dad, it was great.
Okay honey, I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Hello Eastern, I'm Gentry Florentino with this week's editorial. Since 1995, Victoria's Secret has evolved its annual show beyond what words can express. This year could not be different, and Edward Razak, the executive producer of the show, made its Paris edition at the Grand Palace for the most remarkable one so far. On Monday, December 5th, Victoria's Secret had their biggest production ever. The numbers speak for themselves. 51 angels, 82 looks, a fantasy bra made with 450-carat diamonds and emeralds designed by Eddie Borgo, 43 pairs of wings, 45 trucks, and 18 months in the making. It was the most expensive production Victoria's Secret has ever done, a total of $20 million. I'm sure you were all tuned in, sitting at the edge of your seats, soaking in all of the show's beauty. The chosen angels to wear the $3 million 2016 fantasy bra was Jasmine Tokes, whose first show with the lingerie brand was in 2012. Apart from the bra, Josephine Scriver wore the Swarovski piece, which took a total of 600 hours to be made, composed entirely of crystals. When it comes to the music, Victoria's Secret knows how to pick the hottest artists of the year. For this year, Lady Gaga, who even performed in the backstage area, joined by the Angels, who had her own wings during one of her performances. Bruno Mars and The Weeknd performed live in different thematical segments of the show, which were The Road Ahead, Secret Angels, Mountain Romance, Pink Nation, Dark Angel, and Bright Night Angel, each segment which had its own performance. The cast had big names in the modeling industry, such as Alessandra Ambrosio, Ariana Lima, Kendall Jenner, and Gigi Hadid. Gigi's sister's big debut on the Victoria's Secret runway this year happened as her on and off boyfriend, The Weeknd, performed. There was also a mother-to-be in the show. Model Irina Shayk rocked the runway while pregnant. The so-called prettiest women of the year were watched live by fashion icons who attended the event as well. Although many of the viewers are hardcore fans, some took the opportunity to express their hatred for the annual lingerie fashion show. Some might say it damages women's self-esteem, creates high standards for women, and that the show is racist. Despite any backlash, the 2016 show broke records. The show was expected to reach, together with the Victoria's Secret website, an audience of 800 million viewers. That wraps up my last editorial for this semester. Thank you for tuning in each and every Thursday to listen to my wacky stories. I'm Gentry Florentino. See you next week, Eastern.
Thanks, Gentry. We'll be right back after these short messages.
Coming up next on ETV News, we take a look at CAB's late-night event, Under the Sea, and a special feature on the epitome of an Eastern warrior. All this and more when ETV News continues.
Good morning. Hope you all had a good weekend and are ready to be inspired. One quick thing I want to remind you guys to be studying.
Major key alert. Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Today we're talking about inspirational quotes.
You want to get that paper? You better turn in that paper and get an A+. That's a major key. Another one. Mogul talk. You want to reach the mountaintop? You got to go hard. To succeed, you have to believe. Stay focused. Fly higher than the eagle. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote from recent history?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
We just finished dinner and it was time for homework. He hates homework.
It makes no sense.
I don't know how he finds anything in his backpack.
I can't find my backpack.
Finally, we found his assignment. He rushed through it. I wonder if he even learned anything.
I wasn't gonna get it right, so I just wanted to get back to playing my video game. At least I'm good at that.
I couldn't even read his handwriting.
Holding the pencil makes my hand hurt.
I know he's bright.
Why is it so hard for me?
He's
I'm
just
trying
gotta
as
try a
hard
little
as I
harder.
can.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free online resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Here you'll get personalized recommendations, practical tips, daily access to experts, and more. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org.
ETV reporter Jack Petrucci went to check out the Warrior Cup Hall Olympics in the gymnasium. So let's go take a look.
Hi, I'm Jack Petrucci reporting from ETV News at Geisler Gymnasium for this year's 2016 Warrior Cup Olympics. Let's go and get the students and faculty take on this year's events. Warrior Cup was held on Monday, December 5th at 8 o'clock at the Geisler Gymnasium. It's an event that consists of small mini-games where members from each hall can compete in multiple events. Each time a student wins an event, they get points for their hall towards this year's Warrior Cup. The events range from relay races to basketball shot contests. We caught up with Jeff Massinelli to take a look on this year's setup for the Warrior Cup.
A lot of teamwork, to be honest with you, because we, at the beginning of the semester, we go through and we decide what events are going to be taking place throughout the entire semester, and then before each event, about a week or two before, we plan out the event. And so for this event that's taking place tonight, which is the Mini Hall Olympics, that basically is the halfway point for all of our Warrior Cup competitions. Basically, we sit down, talk amongst ourselves, try to figure out which events that the students really enjoy throughout the rest of the year, and then we figure out a way to accumulate that into one kind of like big event for the remainder of the semester. This year, we've noticed that a lot of the students really took to athletic events, and so, for an example, some of the events that are going to be taking place tonight is Hot Shots basketball, which is a competition between all the residence halls. It's going to be bracket-based, so that's going to be a lot of fun. We have some sort of an obstacle, not an obstacle course, but a relay race that's going to be taking place. So a lot of physical activities is going to be going on tonight. And then a little bit of really just competition between the halls as far as racing against time and against each other.
The students seemed very excited to represent their hall. We then cut off with Eastern student Alan Pittman for his view on this event.
Basically, Dragon Tail was we all link up to each other in a line, holding your waist or your shoulders and try and like tag the other team's flag that's on the waist of the person, the last person in line. And the tic-tac-toe, it's a relay race where you just gotta throw the flag into the circles, either diagonally or horizontally.
This is definitely an event full of excitement and competition for all students across campus. And we'll see towards the end of the year which resident hall has racked up the most amount of points to claim this year's Warrior Cup. From Geisler Gymnasium, I'm Jack Petrucci reporting from ETV News. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Jack. I'm looking forward to who wins that Warrior Cup, and good luck.
Before television, Americans were entertained by live performances of radio and theater. This Saturday, you can experience for yourself what that was like through a live performance of the old-time radio. The Chatterbox Players will be performing the holiday classic titled The Bishop's Wife, and it is free and open to the public. This old-time radio performance will be on Saturday, December 10th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. in the Betty Tipton Room.
Are you still stressed about finals? Then take a break tonight at the Thursday Night Cafe in the Student Center. You'll be able to enjoy free pancakes, entertainment, games, and prizes with your friends and other Eastern students. There will even be bingo, karaoke, and an open mic for you to perform poetry or music. Thursday Night Cafe will be held in the Student Center tonight from December 8th from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. I'm so excited. I want to go tonight.
CAP hosted an event last Friday called Under the Sea. ETV's own Zach Burnett was there to check it out.
For ETV News, I'm Zach Burnett here on a Friday night for the Campus Activity Board's theme night, Under the Sea. It looks like a whole heck of a lot of fun, so let's go check it out. This past Friday, the Campus Activity Board held its first annual Under the Sea event. With plenty of exhibits to explore, we talked to CAB's Weekends coordinator, Shayna Blumel.
I'm a coordinator for the Eastern Connecticut State University Campus Activity Board, the Weekends Programs Coordinator. I would tell somebody to come here because it's a different event that we do that has different elements that I think are unique.
So would you do this again?
Yeah, I think I would because, as you can see, it's a pretty good turnout.
Yeah. Pizza and food is next year incentive to come?
Yeah, always free food.
Mystic Aquarium representatives were also present with their very own touch tanks. We talked with some of the Eastern basketball girls to see what their experience was like.
The touch tank was really cool, but I wasn't about to touch anything.
How come?
Because a horseshoe crab looked cool on top, but underneath it was going to bite me.
The girls also seemed to be in love with their very own bamboo plants. What's this whole bamboo thing?
Bamboo. I have my Jolly Rancher on top there. But I don't know. It's really calming and peaceful. That's why we like it.
The event also featured photo candy boxes where students could get their picture posted on different candy boxes.
So you get the opportunity to have your face or your friends' faces plastered on the side of a candy box.
We also found some time to talk with one of Mystic Aquarium's educators, Stephanie Wadler.
So the theme is Under the Sea, and I think they kind of wanted to add a little bit of life to the event. And what better way to do that than to bring live animals that live under the sea. So all of these animals are from Long Island Sound. So they like both fresh and salt water. So we thought those were the perfect animals to bring with us.
Afterwards, Stephanie seemed thrilled to be part of the event and said she would love to come back again. She was ecstatic about the turnout Friday night. Well, that'll do it for a late night here on a Friday night for CAB's event of Under the Sea. We had a lot of great things happening tonight with a touch tank right behind me with some horseshoe crabs. Sounds like a lot of fun. But that'll do it for tonight for ETV News. I'm Zach Burnett.
Thanks, Zach. Now let's go to Andrew Fitzgerald in the Warrior Weather Center for this week's forecast.
Thank you, Brianna. Hello, Eastern. I'm Andrew Fitzgerald with this week's forecast. So for tomorrow's forecast, throughout most of the day, we're going to have sunny skies, and it's going to be cold, a high of 35, so make sure you bundle up. For the morning commute, it's going to be sunny, very chilly, so make sure when you go outside for your morning commute, bundle up, please. It's going to be cold. And when your lunch break rolls around, there'll be some clouds rolling in. There'll be a high of around the mid-30s, so bundle up as well. When the sun goes down, we'll see some partly cloudy skies with temperatures dropping into the upper to mid-20s, so please stay warm. And let's go to our 5-day forecast. Friday, it's going to be sunny, high of 37 and a low of 19, so just stay inside. It's going to be way too cold. On Saturday, once again, we're going to have sunny skies with a high of 34 and a low of 20. And Sunday, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of snow, maybe in the PM, according to an inch. So don't get too excited, but bring your ice mound out just in case, maybe your shovels as well. High of 37, a low of 28. And on Monday, it looks a little depressing with some rain. High of 39 and a low of 29. And on Tuesday, to wrap out the week, high of 39 and a low of 26 with some sunny skies. That's all I've got for this week and the fall semester. See you next year, Eastern. I'm Andrew Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Andrew. We're going to take another quick break, but we'll be right back with Cameron Schultz and his sports update.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. Love. But what really makes up this country of ours? What is it we love? It's the people. Almost half the country belongs to minority groups. People who are lesbian, African American, and bi and transgender and Native American, and proud of it. After all, what's more American than freedom to celebrate the things that make us, us? This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, disability, sexuality, race, religion, and any other labels. Because the second any of us judge people based on those labels, we're not really being patriotic, are we? Because love has no labels.
Your daughter is having trouble learning French. Do you A, hire a tutor?
Bonjour.
B, enforce a French-only rule at home? Or C, watch some foreign films? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. I'm Cameron Schultz with this week's Sports Update. We're going to start off my segment with a Warrior profile on John DeCasanova, Eastern student athlete and cancer survivor. Let's hear his story.
My name is John DeCasanova, and I came to Eastern in 2009. I played men's soccer here, played 2009, 2010, and 2011, and before my senior year, unfortunately I got a few illnesses like hepatitis, aplastic anemia, and eventually cancer. So I had to take a few years off before I did eventually return and play the 2014 season. Playing at Nevers Field is such a special thing in the first place. To be able to come back and play in front of all those people that had supported me for so long, friends, family, people just coming out of the woodworks that had talked to me through social media or whatever it might have been, for them to just come to Nevers Field and show support for that return that I had was, again, just pure joy. The soccer guys have always been, supportive of, what I had gone through. And it didn't matter whether or not it was the players my years or these newer players that are still playing soccer. The Eastern program as a whole has always supported me, and that's the greatness of it. I was so fortunate to have so many outlets and things that could motivate me. I had amazing support through friends and family. I had amazing doctors, I had amazing nurses that always motivated me to kind of get back on my feet, to get me where I wanted to be. When I first got sick, I was about 20 years old. I'm about 25 right now, so I'm not in the college life anymore. I'm more of in the adult life, and also with all the experiences I have had in the last 5 years, my perspective on life has just changed completely. I'm finishing classes, but I'm also working and I'm getting kind of back into the real world. But number one priority that has changed has been health. I still do need to make sure that is always on the top of my list. Every day, whatever action I kind of take, I need to make sure that my health is taken care of. I'm helping kids now through the YMCA program. It's a before and after school program, and I do love it. I actually was a YMCA kid myself, so I do have a special connection through that. But I have always been someone that just loves to help out in any way possible. It's just in my DNA. So that's just one way now that I'm able to do that. I'll always continue the motivational speaking. I think that's something important for me and others. I kind of have more big philosophical goals in terms of just helping others. So obviously, whatever I do, at the end of the day, as long as I can kind of help someone else or help a group of people and positively influence them in some way, that's kind of my goal in life. My biggest role model and probably my hero would be my mother. Even before my illness, she's been through a lot. My mother and father split pretty early in my life, and my father has always been there for me. but my mother, for the most part, raised me as a single parent. You know, I think she's just been truly underappreciated, unfortunately. And then for her to hear about her son and the fact that, you know, her son may pass away before herself, you know, that's not right for any mother to hear about something like that. You know, she was always there for me. You know, she had literally taken her job and moved to Boston when I was in Boston, moved to New York when I was in New York. You know, just lived with me Monday through Friday and then went back home on the weekends and worked again. You know, so she's done, of course, so much for me. And, you know, a lot of people think that my motivation during my illness was, you know, this and that, but it was playing. I truly wanted to come back and play, and that was my dream. But I'll always remember when I had gotten back, the greatest part of my years were being able to kind of go over to my mom after the games and, you know, be able to give her a big hug and see how proud of me she was. So I'll remember that 2014 season forever, but the part I'll remember the most is not scoring or, you know, not being able to play, but literally going over to her after the games and being able to give her a hug and just see a smile on her face, as opposed to the previous 2 years just kind of seeing faces of sadness. You know, to see her finally, you know, happy and again, just proud of what her son was doing, truly meant the world to me.
Such an inspirational story by a true warrior. Now on to the men's basketball team. On November 27th, the men's basketball team faced off in a consolation game of the Sig Makovsky tournament. The Warriors faced off against Sonny Cobblestone in this matchup. For Eastern senior Hugh Lindo and junior Tarchie Brown combined on 16 of 19 shots, scoring 37 first-half points. Also in the first half, the Warriors made 13 three-pointers and finished the matchup with 15 three-pointers made. The Warriors beat Cobleskill 113-63 while shooting 58.6% from the field. The men opened conference play this past Saturday against Southern Maine. In the game for the Warriors, a major milestone was accomplished for senior Hugh Lindo, reaching 1,000 rebounds, finishing with a career-high 25. With Lindo's rebounding total from the past Saturday, it gives him 1,015 rebounds and moves Hugh within 22 rebounds of breaking a 44 school year record. Eastern beat the Huskies 73-51 while out-rebounding them 62-38. Eastern next plays Rhode Island College on the road this Saturday at 3 p.m. Best of luck to the men. On December 3rd, the women's faced off against Southern Maine. In this matchup, the Warriors trailed for a majority of the game by as many as 12 points. But in the third quarter, coming to a close, senior guard Jordan Nappy capped off a 14-6 run with a three-pointer. The Warriors led at this point 50-49. That was the Warriors' only lead of the game. Eastern fell 66-59. Jordan Nappy scored a game-high 16 points. With this loss, it marked the third straight for the Warriors. Yesterday, though, the women faced off against Williams College, where senior Lexis Foster posted her third double-double of the season in the winning effort, 53-46. The Warriors bounced back nicely against Williams after losing 3 straight. The Warriors led for most of the game, with their largest lead being 14 points. In this game, Jordan Nappy had her 7th straight double-digit scoring game this season with a game-high 16 points. With the win, the women moved to 4-3 and returned to conference play this Saturday against Rhode Island College. That's all I have for this semester in sports. I wish everyone the best of luck on their finals, and as always, I'm Cameron Schultz.
And that'll do it for this week's show. If you'd like to see more episodes, please visit the ETV YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next semester. I also like to thank friends and family for coming out to watch our show tonight. Good night, Eastern, and happy holidays.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas!
Happy holidays.